Hello and welcome back to Slay the Spire. My videos on Slay the Spire don't do as well as the other ones, but I really enjoy making them and I hope you enjoy watching them too. Today I'm on my Spare account on Friends and I want to unlock all the ascensions for people so that if they like, they can start out on the highest difficulty. If they're a masochist. I've already unlocked Ascension 20 on the Defect, my current favourite character. Watcher I haven't played as much, I've only unlocked Ascension 1. But you know what, I feel like starting the run on Clad, the Iron Chad. Ooh, I'd really like obtain a random common relic. This could be Vahra. It's Juzu. Dang it. Ah well, only good relics are left. I don't think we're heading for that. That looks like suicide. I believe this path roughly looks good. Let's head to an early shop. But the Burning Blood we can afford to take combats. And we cannot kill this louse since Bash Strike is 8 plus 9 is only 17 and you have more than 17 health. No need to take any more damage in this fight. Let's bash you. First card Carnage. First card Blood for Blood. Interesting. That's currently not playable. We'll need to upgrade it. Yeah, currently not playable. Perhaps should have taken the chip damage on purpose. Just to get that Blood for Blood to a playable range. Might have been the smartest thing to do here. Well, looks like we're taking damage whether we like it or not. And that is that 17? No, that's one more than 17. Kapow. Nice. We're getting some pretty good potions. And then we could take Evolve. Who are we up against? Hexaghost. Sure, I'll take an Evolve, and I will also buy a Fear Potion. Do I have the time? Not really, no. But I do have enough for Slay the Spire. Perhaps should have played that Evolve. Perhaps it should not be going so fast. But we're speed climbing. Ooh, Inflame. Inflame is just as good as Disarm against Hexaghost because Hexaghost is a damage race. I'll take one question mark, sure. And I'll take the max health? Sure. And we will upgrade our Blood for Blood. Just so that it's playable. And we will take our question mark before the elite. Just in case there's a boot to our damage. Juicy Bracelet and boot. Alright, only good relics left. And I'll take the 5 on purpose here. Just to get our Blood for Blood down to a better range. None of our potions here are particularly good against the sentries here, which sucks, but at least our Blood for Blood is free, and with 15 cards we don't shuffle out anything. And we have an Evolve, which is quite nice. I'm glad we bought that. Beautiful. We are still taking quite a lot of damage even with the Evolve. Sentries are pretty dang brutal of a fight. But good thing we have our Burning Blood. And good thing we have our Blood for Blood. Alright, Dreamcatcher. This time only good relics left. Old coin. There we go. And I believe we want to head and try and fight 3 elites. Let's upgrade our Inflame. We have 3 powers. That's a little bit worrying for Act 2 because those are effectively do nothing on the turn that you draw them. And Act 2 is an act that demands immediate output. Do things right now or perish, pretty much. And I'm going to strike 3 times while the Liger villain is vulnerable. Just get out of here as fast as we can. Hold on a sec, is this lethal? Yes. I did not do the math there. I'll take a shrug. I did not do the math. I got lucky there. I'll upgrade my fire breathing for Hexaghost. And I do not trust the face trader. We'll just head into the sentries fight. I want to save our Gambler's Brew. We should be fine, question mark? We're fine. This is completely fine. Never had a worry in my life. And let's just make sure this thing can't hit us next turn. We always have Gambler's Brew. Alright, we are not dead. Beautiful. We live on 2. Nice. Got them. I would very much like a True Grit or an Uppercut. We can't... These cards desperately need an upgrade, and we are resting here with Dreamcatcher. I'll take that unupgraded True Grit as well. I really like the ability to have some sort of exhaust. Would be much better if we had a Molten Egg, but what can we do? Really wish this was on turn 2. 5 block, I believe with both Fire Breathing and Evolve we can afford to save the health here. Nice. Blood for Blood is a beautiful card, one of my absolute favorites. And with that True Grit, the Blood for Blood is potentially a win condition against Champ. Let's weaken you again. And yeah, this is why we rested. Look at that, no way of blocking this. And none of our potions grant health either. Nice, got the burn. Yeah. That's why we take and upgrade Fire Breathing. Barricade, Berserk, Exhume. These are more bricks. I think we skip. Exhume could potentially be good, but we have no offering. Berserk, if we had Pyramid, if I knew for certain I was getting a Pyramid, I would take this Berserk. But if I knew I was getting a Snekawai, I would take this Barricade. But I don't know anything. Huh. Do I just take the brick anyway? Berserk with Captain's Wheel is a lot more appealing. And we could be stuck on 3 base energy here. I love Barricade. Alright. Cursed Key it is, we already have the blue key. Collector, we need area damage and fast. And we are not particularly good at doing area of effect. We need to head to this shop and then we can maybe gear up to fight those 2 elites. Alright, it's chosen with our Evolve and Fire Breathing. I believe this should be a nice fight. We desperately want an upgrade on that uppercut. Thank you, Captain's Wheel. Perhaps should have used Fearpot there to avoid the, Oh, no, we're fine. Wild Strike Plus, sure. Free upgrade. Nice. Then we'll want to upgrade our Berserk to be plus as well. I am not playing that Berserk. That Berserk is suicide. Next turn. Even with the Captain's Wheel, I am still not playing that Berserk. Huh. I will skip. Sever Soul is nice. It could be... Do we take the Sever Soul solely for wound management? As means to exhaust the wounds? It is one of the first exhausting cards we've seen. And it is upgraded. And we do have 4 energy. Alright, birds with no area of effect. This is always a splendid time. Do you use Distilled Chaos now? Oh, that draw pile. What if we hit Berserk, though? And what if we need this for the elite? I believe I'll play that here. We cannot afford to waste any damage whatsoever. Just take the one. Thank you, Captain's Wheel, for saving us a full 18 health here. Beautiful. That wound doing us in a little bit. Wild Strike not doing us in. Beautiful, didn't have to use any potion. Flex plus. That is quite nice, but we might want a Headbutt instead, just for the manipulation. Headbutt, Blood for Blood. Seems really strong. Don't head to the Burning Elite, we need the shop. Snake Plant, my nemesis, but the ender of so many of my defect runs. Bap. And hopefully we can get a KO next turn. Bap, bap, boop. Excellent. Iron Wave Plus. It's better than a strike or a defend. But is it good enough? I don't think so. I'll skip, and I'll keep these particular potions. Then we want to upgrade this Berserk, so that it's actually playable. This is not a particularly good store. We might want to remove Bash with our Uppercut. I think that's correct. It's very unwieldy as a card. Then we could Dolly's Mirror Uppercut, but that's a very expensive Uppercut. I think we might want to save our money here. We could buy Magnetism. Oh, we have Courier. Interesting. I will buy Ornamental Fan then, solely to see what's behind it. And sure, play Ornithopter. Good relics. Do we play the Berserk this turn? We're going to be made vulnerable anyway, if I plan on killing this. So, let's just do it. Please don't hit me for the... that. Sir! Sir, that's my Blood for Blood! That's my Distilled Chaos, too. Headbutt, Wild Strike. And I definitely did that because I knew I had 18 block incoming and not because I'm stupid. Skip. Art of War. I instantly clicked on that chest. Ooh, Sentinel Plus. With our Sever Soul, we did get the least defensive curse, the Clumsy, that automatically exhausts, practically another Cinder's Bane. Probably should have let this thing hit us, due to that being an issue. Let's gain energy. At least our Blood for Blood is free now. Let's play Magnetism. A Forethought. Come on, man. This is not it. This is a very bad Gremlin Leader fight. Ooh, panache. Good sadistic nature, too. Ooh, toxic egg. Metallicize plus. Do we need this for the upcoming elite fight? I think we skip the body slam. The brutality does work with the Centennial puzzle, but I still believe we skip. Metallicize plus. I think we might be dead without this, oddly enough. And let's upgrade all strikes and defense. And let's remove this, the clumsy already exhausts, however. So I believe we might want to remove a basic strike instead, since strikes do not exhaust themselves from the deck. Alright, fire breathing. That small block, we get Centennial, nice. Inflame and evolve. Then we sever soul to get rid of our defensive cards, because we need to do damage this fight. Headbutt blood for blood. Strike. Gamble. Looks like we need to use both potions. Hey, we get our Gambler's Brew back. And then with Dreamcatcher, and Egg, and Collector, we rest. For an Exhume Plus, sure. How on earth are we going to win this fight? Magnetism? Magnetism, save me. Magnetism, hello. Nice to see you, friend. Combination of Art of War and Centennial is beautiful to me. Mayhem, sure. Ultra Grit. Nice, we get a basic strike, not the headbutt. Alright, thinking ahead. And we can put the Clumsy on top of the draw pile, and then draw it again next turn with Fire Breathing to do 10 damage to Collector. Ooh, Discovery. What will it be? Disarm. Nice. Dang it. That shrug would have been good for next turn. Panache. Defend. And I actively want that wound next turn. Do I? No, you're not summoning minions. I'll just play that now. Waste the energy, nothing more that we can do. Huh, only attacking for 20, not bad. Anything that we can exhume? We can exhume Discovery. Play an Impervious. Good Collector fight. Nice. Go Magnetism. Ooh. I think I like Reaper as a way to gain our health back. And then Sacred Bark with the 3 potion slots, or no! Mark of Pain with Evolve. And Fire Breathing. And then I think we want to try and head for Heart, even though I'm not sure this deck has what it takes. I want to at least try. And let's see if we can get the normalities, maybe? Well, we don't want the normalities, but we want the gold with Courier. So let's start out here. Inflame, Magnetism, Strike. We're going to have so many bad draws, even with Centennial. Hopefully we make it. Heal for 3, the power. No, that's the complete opposite of the event I wanted. Hit me, I dare you. Thank you. Bwap. Bwap. And then I'll save Block Pod for a later turn, because it heals me 5. Yeah, with the Clumsies and the 2 wounds and the Ascender's Bane, that's total of 4 dead draws, including all the basic strikes we have in our deck. I don't think we have what it takes to defeat the Heart as a result of that. Let's get our Reaper back. Oh, we have Exhume Reaper. That's pretty strong. That's decent. That's genuinely decent. And this Metallicize is doing good work. Which is a little bit worrying, since at this stage in the game, Metallicized should not be doing good work. Not one bit. It should be irrelevant, but instead it's saving our bacon multiple times. At least we healed back to full. Ooh, power through. Maybe we do have what it takes. Ooh! Exactly what I was hoping for. Then we just dodge the elite and go for the 999 gold. I will play Berserk over Strike, especially with Art of War. We really need a Dark Embrace. Weak turn, no thanks to normality. Well, all thanks to normality, but no thanks to normality. Now's a good time for Block Pot. Perfect. Dodge the elite, recall. Then with Courier, take Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace, Corruption. True Grit, Pear, Thread and Needle, Strawberry. Blood Potion. Card Removal Service. We have the Exodia. Panic Button, Apotheosis! Okay, we're going to the heart now. We're going to the heart now, and oh, I almost clicked on that. Bad button. Anything else we want here? I like scales, but I'll save for later. We also want to remove at the final shop. Unfortunately, we are really made of powers. Are we fighting Power Bird? We are not. We're fine. It's low ascension. We don't have... what's it? Chance to actually see that again. See the bird. We're fine. No more bosses. I sort of wish magnetism upgraded to be innate, rather than We like the wound, actually. Let's keep that. Rather than costing one less. Talisize. Dark Embrace. And turn. Oh, we could have thought ahead. But then that would have just postponed the normality for next turn. Which would have been no good. And all of a sudden we go from being completely unable to fight the heart to standing a genuinely good chance against it. Ooh, True Grit. I believe True Grit over Battle Trance with the normality in our deck. Then this way. I am stupid, I should not have clicked that. We have Reaper, hit me. Then we actively want the wounds from Power Through. Perhaps should have played Dark Embrace there. That could have cost us a lot. We can exhaust that regret, no problem. I believe we need to skip the Apotheosis in order to do this. To take minimal damage. Use Flex Pot this turn. Save a good amount of hit points. We don't get a potion back. We want fuel for our corruption. 39 card deck. We're fine. This is fine. Everything is completely fine. Never had a problem in my life. The ideal hand does not exist. Oh yeah? Look at that. Alright, we can have at you now. And ideally we double Reaper in this fight. But with so many... Hold on a sec. Let's try and get some attacks in our hand. Nice. Alright, if we can get our Dark Embrace in play early on, we're fine. But if we can't, we're sort of screwed. Potion? No potion. Do we take the armaments? Not with the Apotheosis. Alright, it's Nemesis with Metallicize, meaning we cannot damage it at all on the intangible turns. Swinging in for the big hit immediately, I see. We don't take much, thankfully, and you give us Centennial. Very kind of you, very considerate. Much appreciated, sir. Again! How very rude. We want the wound. We want the wounds again. Save these shrugs for when we're being attacked. Alright. Berserk, Dark Shackles, and save the Exhume for Reaper. let's get rid of that normality first. Dark Embrace on the bottom, of course. And with magnetism we have a renewable source of cards, which I think is genuinely quite powerful. With our Corruption Dark Embrace combo. Hopefully we get to... You make me choose? Oh, I believe getting our powers set up is the most important thing, so we'll take that offering. And let's just do that now, while we can. Constricted already. Ooh. Nice. That's additional draw. That's Centennial. This is some proper nonsense right here. Beautiful. Just exhaust all of that. Oh, normality puts a stop to our nonsense. Should have known. Yep, it puts a stop to our nonsense once more. We desperately need to get rid of that normality. Fruit juice. I will drink the blood potion and take the fruit juice. Spot weakness Reaper. Transient again? Why? Please desist your nonsense this very instant. I beg. Should have gotten Dark Embrace in play. That's fine, we can still get it in play. Do we want to exhume anything? Offering. We have Reaper, we have Strength Generation. Ouch. Nasty regret. And let's power through before we deep breath, just in case it's... You! I knew it! Got them? Potion? Yay! Battle Trance? Sure. Then I believe we upgrade our Dark Embrace to make sure it's playable. Dark Embrace is even more important than Corruption here, and I'm not particularly afraid of this fight. Not with all of this on turn 1. Especially not. And we have Fire Breathing for the dazed with Donu. Hey, good job actually managing to do damage to us. Good job, Donu. I've seen the beta art of self-repair on the defect. It's pretty brutal. I feel bad for Donu. Just take the hit. Nice. And I believe we can play this? Yes, with offering I believe we can. Oh, with the lethal, we definitely can. Any relics to set up beyond Pendant? No. Ooh, Hand of Greed. I want to try and Hand of Greed you. But with all the days you add, I think that may very well be impossible. If I do this, this, then this, then just take the damage. Don't die. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. I don't know if I'm recording or not. Alright, we then want to upgrade either our corruption or feel no pain. I believe the corruption, since this is almost an instant play whenever we see it. Prismatic shard, sure. Card remove, absolutely. Inflame, sure. Second Dark Embrace, sure. Alright, let's go. And then I will not headbutt anything. I will... Oh dear. I forgot about the plated armor. Can we exhume anything important? No, just the apotheosis. Now might be a good turn to skill pot. Yes. The next turn is a little bit tricky. Ah yes, the strats. Buy Prismatic Shard, solely to gain the focus down instead of strength down. Then I will play Magnetism. And we take nothing, exactly. Beautiful. Let's play the Corruption now. This does not feel like a proper run. This just feels like nonsense. I'm still having fun, however. Bottled Dark Embrace Plus. Scrape with Corruption. Just draw further into the deck. Play Magnetism. Play Corruption. Anything we want to save. I believe we want to play True Grit first to save the True Grit. Then we Corruption. I'll take a Sever Soul for the Regret here. And I will headbutt you. Pop the regen potion now. We lose all our plated armor. Nothing we can do. I want to try and Hand of Greed the Heart. And take Oh, I was about to say take a look at this beauty, but we cannot. Alright. Now take a look at this beauty. Look at that. Draw cards. All of them. Perfect. Overblocked by a bit. Magnetism, please make another magnetism. You did not. That's a shame. We really need more... What's it? Exhaust fuel. We do still have 107 hit points though to outblock the heart with. It just keeps on making sadistic natures. Why? Let's exhaust another strike. Headbutt the blood for blood, then scrape. Save the wounds to exhaust for later. Yes, magnetism makes magnetism. We panic button now. We uppercut. We perfect block. Transmutation. Weaken the heart. Hand of greed. Scrape. Defend. Thinking ahead. Ooh. Can we hand of greed? Nope. We won. Nice. Good run. That was beautiful nonsense. I enjoyed that very much. Spire sleeps, and so shall I. Thank you, Niall, for your beautiful blessing at the start of the run. And I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope you have a splendid day. Goodbye!